Hi students, so today we are going to learn about Form 1 Chapter 3 revision because previous video we already done our Form 1 explanation about from the textbook. So let's do some exercise. So let's look at this question. Match each situation with the correct response in a living thing. So let's see this one. This one is a summer and this hot. I think this whole a lot of this chapter is talking about homeostasis, correct or not? Homeostasis is to a process to regulate internal environment so that it can be stable and balanced. Okay, stable and balanced. Okay, so obviously this is hot. Okay, so this is hot and this is cold. So hot, a person will what? A person will sweat. So this one will go to here. Cold, a person will shiver. I feel like this question is standard 2 question. Sometimes standard 2 also they ask this question. Sometimes in science, if you're lucky, they ask easy question or the softball question. And this book is easy lah. I choose the easy book first. Then the following next video, the question that I choose will be harder. It depends on what book you buy, correct or not. As you go to popular, sometimes it got the normal kerja rumah is easier. And some book is the K-Bat question, which is harder. This is not the K-Bat book. I got the K-Bat book. Later we do the K-Bat book, then it won't be that easy. Okay, so Mr. Mutu was doing a heavy exercise for 20 minutes. Okay, it's important to bring your highlighter if you can highlight it for the question. Tick correct the correct biological response that happened to Mutu body. So basically this is heavy. So I just write here hot first because I think this chapter is about homeostasis. So if you exercise for 20 minutes, so I think your body is hot. So if hot, tick the correct. Sweating to lower the body temperature, which I think is correct or not. You are hot, so you sweat. So this is correct. Shivering, so this is incorrect. Rate of the heartbeat increase to carry enough oxygen and glucose. This one. Rate of heartbeat increase to carry oxygen and glucose. So we imagine if we do a lot of exercise, what happened to our heart? Our heart beat faster. So this one is correct. Why our heart beat faster? Why? Let's say the question asks why the heart beat faster. Oh, because the person exercised. Then that will be not the correct answer, correct or not? Why the person exercise and the heart beat faster? Because it exercise. Why it exercise? It causes the heart to beat faster. So it doesn't answer the question. So why the heart beat faster is because when you exercise, your answer is something like the rate of the heartbeat need to increase so that it can pump the blood. Pump your blood to your head, to your hand, to your leg faster. So it pump your blood faster, the oxygen to your head and to your leg, to your hand also is faster. So if the oxygen faster to your hand, to your leg, so we call the respiration process faster, where the oxygen and glucose is converted to energy. That's why we call it respiration rather than breathing. That we use oxygen and glucose to convert it to energy. So yeah, the more you exercise, the heart will beat faster, and the faster it go, so your whole body got oxygen. If it's impossible, right? You want to exercise, but the heart beats slow. It's impossible. But of course, if you don't exercise, means the reverse is true lah. Then you relax. And why heart attack? Why sometimes people exercise then heart attack? This thing might happen. It depends, maybe due to unhealthy or irregular exercise, because maybe I read like last year got news like people after exercise he take cold bath and then die. All these things might happen lah. I don't know actually, I don't know. Okay, match each biological response below with its effect. Shivering, which is, this question is quite easy. Shivering, which is cold. Correct or not? You know what is shiver or not? Shiver like this. Very cold. Sweating, I think you know. Sweating is hot. Now is around 1st of March. Is very hot in Malaysia. So, so we can see here, shivering. Shivering is, what is the answer? To increase the body temperature, raises the body temperature. And this one is sweating, to lower down the body temperature. This one raises the rate of heartbeat. No. Why the heartbeat increase? Let's say this is a K-bar question. Why the heartbeat increase? Why? So maybe we can say why the heartbeat increase? Why the heartbeat increase? So that the oxygen can travel to the cell, to the body cell, faster. Correct or not? Why your heartbeat increase? So that the oxygen can be carried to the body cell faster. And who carry the oxygen? The red blood cell. So this is the called respiration. Underline the correct word. When a person is doing heavy work, the heartbeat will be fast, correct. So when a person is doing heavy work, the heartbeat will be fast, correct or not? Heavy means like you take heavy thing, exercise, heavy work. So it will go faster. Why it go faster? Because the heartbeat need to pump to the whole body. And sometimes we got heart attack, correct or not? Heart attack means sometimes maybe due to your thing being blocked, and then the blood is not flowing and the heart keep on pressuring itself until then suddenly stop. The person die already. Because you always pump until cannot pump, die. Or he will become very slow, then stop. Then the person die. I don't know whether we will die due to then stop. Heart attack are very pain. Or we die because we are old, then it's very slow, then stop. I think I will choose the second one. Lesser pain, you sleep and then you die. So you feel less thing rather than heart attack and die. On a cold day, a person will curl up his body. You know what is curl or not? Curl is like this curl. Okay, this one open spread the body, curl the body. On a cold day, the person will curl the body. Correct lah, because it's cold. So you curl. This is to increase or reduce the heat loss.
Increase.
On a cold day, it will. So this one will to reduce the heat loss. Okay, on a cold day, a person will cool his body to reduce heat loss. And then some students will say, not cold meh? Cold means you want to increase the heat, correct or not? Because cold mah. But why the answer is reduce? Okay, now we need to read the terminology properly in terms of science. Okay, if you want to say a person is cold, a person will cool up. So let's say I continue writing here. I can say that his body temperature increase. His body temperature increase. Or I can say curl. A person will curl up his body so that what? Less heat is lost, for example. So how to explain this? Okay, in science, you must understand this thing. Why a thing is hot? Let's say this is hot. Let's say this thing is hot, very hot. Why this thing is hot? Why? Because the heat is being released. Heat release to the surrounding. So, I mean, heat is an energy. Why a thing is hot? Because it's release the heat energy, and I say release more, it become cold. Okay, so a thing become cold because it release the. Sorry, I cannot say release. Sorry, a thing become hot is it. I will say it absorb heat. Okay, how to say this? This a few definition in terms of this. Let me explain why I say absorb or release. Let's say this is a metal ball. Metal ball. Let's say this is a metal ball. I want to cook the metal ball, so I put fire. I put fire, then the metal ball become hot. Okay, so easy. Of course, I know lah. You put fire hot. Why the thing hot? Because the metal absorb heat energy. Correct or not? Means you put fire at the bottom, all the heat go inside. So the thing got heat energy. After I put the ball here, the hot ball, after I put for 1 hour, let's say, 1 hour, the ball become cold. Why the ball become cold? Because I got put a fan. I put a fan here, blow the ball. So when I put a fan to blow the ball, the heat release. Heat release ma. So now I put a fan, I blow, 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 blow. The heat is being released to the surrounding. Correct or not? If I put many ball, I stand near the ball, I on the wind, I turn on the fan, I can feel the heat from the wind. So first the wind is not hot. After I put, then I feel very hot because the wind. So we can say that the object is hot because it absorbs heat. The object is cold because it releases heat. Make sense? So heat can be either absorbed or released. So heat is an energy. This is not this chapter, but from 2 you will learn heat is an energy. Cold is not an energy. So basically cold is not energy. How it means I want to give you the cold energy. Give. Like the X-Men, the ice energy. But in science, it is not like that. In science means you are cold because you got no heat. You are hot because you got heat. But you are cold because you got no heat. No heat, then you are cold lah. I cannot say in science, you cannot say the thing, the ball absorb cold energy. The wind blow, it absorb cold. Cannot. The wind blow, it release heat energy. You put fire, it absorb. So heat is energy, but cold is the absence of energy. If you go Google and search, you can find that the cold, maximum cold is 273 if I'm not mistaken. 270 means you cannot go negative 273 is the max. I'm not sure, but as far as I can remember. And you cannot go negative 9999999 Celsius. Impossible. You cannot go that because it is the absence of heat energy. So you cannot negative 99999. But for heat, you can be like for the sun, you can write 999999999 to the infinity number of 9 heat. Because heat is unlimited. You can burn, continue, put more fire. But for cold, it's only negative 273. Cannot more already because cold means no heat. Okay, so now I explained this so long. Let's look at this question. On a cold day, a person will cool up. So this is to reduce the heat energy loss. You understand what means he cold so that he don't want the heat to loss. Lost a lot of heat means you become even more cold and you die. So you want to reduce the heat. How to reduce the heat loss? I wear a jacket. So when I'm cold, I wear jacket because this jacket will reduce the heat loss to the environment. I got turn on the aircon. I feel cold when I turn on the aircon. Why? Because the heat in my body go to the air, release to the air faster. Okay, so I hope you can understand. So let me think of a question to ask you guys. Let's say boiling of water. Boiling of water is absorb heat energy for the water I'm talking about. Boiling of water, the water absorb heat energy or release heat energy.
Teacher, you say again what question?
Let's say boiling the water absorb heat energy or release heat energy when the water is from normal temperature to boiling. So the water absorb heat energy or release heat energy.
Absorb.
Yes,
Absorb.
so for boiling is absorb. And this one is more tricky. If the water become ice, from a water become ice is absorb heat or release heat. Yes, release. Okay, from water become ice, it release the heat energy. So for example, this is ice. Before the water become ice, this water, as it become ice, the heat go outside. The heat go outside. Go to where? Go to the wind because the aircon the aircon wind is very cold, so the heat is being released to the aircon. Aircon here aircon. Not aircon, I mean the fridge. Okay, so I cannot say the water become ice because absorb cold energy. Cold is not energy. Heat is energy. So it's due to the absence of heat, the water release heat energy to the air. Then the air release energy to where? The energy released to behind your refrigerator is something like, forget the name, compressor, is it? Something like the aircon. The heat is released to the behind of your fridge. That's why when you got a fridge, don't put too near the wall. Spoil the fridge because no wind, the wind cannot blow up behind the fridge. So you put too near the wall, it's actually not good towards the fridge. 是多点一点 because need to work more. Just make some gap. And one thing also is the aircon compressor. The aircon compressor, you know the aircon compressor got a fan big one. When you on the aircon, it will boom 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 boom. 在外面 so 那个是热风 correct or not? The hot wind come out because actually the hot is from your room. He take the heat from your room, put outside, so your room is cold. So make sure nothing is blocking here. You want to increase, you think your TNB bill very cheap, you put something, 哪一个不顶住，this thing will spoil and your electric bill will become very expensive. Electric, why electric become very expensive? Because as it cannot blow heat, it will move faster, 转快一点. If cannot means 拿多点，转快一点, then the electric go up. That's why Chinese New Year, if the weather is hot, then the aircon is more expensive because 它要转快一点 to take the heat from your room, put outside. But if everyday rain, you turn on your aircon, then 没有吃电 But I know you don't care about the 10, even because your mommy pay for the electric bill, is not you. Now I'm paying for my electric bill, so I start to tell, brother, you 不要开 aircon 可以吗? But now last time when I was young, 哎呀，妈咪为什么不可以开 aircon But wait until you grow up. When you grow up, you start to pay electric bill, you will like 看到那个电 哇，为什么这样贵了嘞 Okay, let's move on to the next question. Observe the diagram below, tick correct. Wow, I see this question also, I think it's very easy, right? This book is very easy, but next time I take a book, I make it more difficult. The blood vessel dilate. This one you still remember or not? Blood vessel dilate means what?
Guess.
Google search, Google search.
Teacher.
Cannot search Okay, never mind.
Very long the answer.
Very long Okay, you want to try to read a bit?
When blood vessels dilate, the flow of blood is increased due to a decrease in vascular resistance and increase in
Okay.
output. Therefore, dilation of arterial blood vessels decrease blood pressure.
Okay. Okay, so okay, the easy way to say that blood dilate. What does it mean by dilate? Okay, so dilate means become bigger. Blood vessel is your blood vessel lah. You know, blood vessel actually is the pipe. The vessel like the pipe. So let's say this is your blood vessel. Got a blood on blood vessel Now here is my blood vessel. How I know? If you're not sure, you can cut. See the blood come out fast or not. If the blood come out fast means you cut at the pipe already. So the blood come out very fast, and if I cut here, the blood come out very slow because maybe here got less blood vessel, here got more blood vessel. So the blood will come out very fast. So this is blood vessel. And the blood vessel dilate. Dilate means become big. So this blood vessel will become big. Why the blood vessel will become big? If become big means the highway will go faster. That's why just now you already read. If the blood vessel dilate, the flow of the blood is faster. So if the flow of blood is faster, first thing and the second thing. First thing, it will carry more heat. More heat will go in, more heat is being released. Because 变大个了嘛. So the heat will release faster to the surrounding, correct or not? Because it become big That's why our skin become red. Let's say we run, then we stop. Then 哇，为什么你的脸这样红了？刚刚跑步yes, because 刚刚跑步啦。Just finish my jogging. Because after he jog, the blood vessel dilate, 靠近皮肤. Why? So that more heat being released from the face, from the skin. The hand also become red. The leg also become red. The body also become red. But you don't know because the person mentioned. So the body become very red. So that it can release heat to the surrounding. So the blood vessel dilate to bring more blood to the skin. True or false? So of course, this question is, let me read the question. Take correct to the correct If you are hot, then the blood vessel will dilate. So this is true. Okay. The hair of the skin will lie flat. So what is the answer? Lie flat. You know flat? Your house flat. Very flat. Flat tire. Flat road. Like 扁下去 flat. Bulu, the hair. 毛扁下去. So, true or false? So this one is true. Correct or not? Because you hot, the hair need to go down, so more heat is being released. Shivering. True or false?
False.
False, correct. See the picture also know. So hot, who want to shiver? Hot means don't shiver. Shiver even more hot. Correct or not? When we shiver only because we are very cold. This guy is shivering because it is very cold. He is very cold. So the blood vessel constrict to reduce the flow of blood to the skin. True or false? True. Very good. The hair on the skin upright. True or false?
True.
True. Very good. Sweating, of course, is false. So cold already, who want to sweat? Sweat even more cold. If you don't believe me, if you sweat, I take water pour on you, 拿一个水倒下去，来流汗嘛。Also, you will feel very, very cold. Like after you take bath, you come out also very cold because got a lot of water on your body. Not the water make you cold because the water evaporate very fast. 那个水会干。But when the water evaporate, it will take the heat from your body, so you feel very cold. Correct not? The water evaporate, then will take away the heat. Yeah. Question number 4. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. This I think most students cannot get it. Transpiration is a process in which plant release water into the slime through the ... and ... Still remember or not?
I forgot.
Oh, okay, never mind. Release through the stem and leaf. Correct or not? Transpiration is a process of plant reduce water. Still remember? Like this is the plant, this is the tree, and the water go in here and will release from the leaf, the stoma from the leaf. Just remember stoma. Why? So that one of the reason is to help the facilitation of carrying the mineral and also the food and the mineral and water. I mean water is transpiration. So the water can from down go in, go up. Then the wind blow. Transpiration. It's a natural process. You no need to use the pump. Luckily, God create the tree to be automatic to process transpiration. If not all the tree, you need to use pump the water ma. Pump, then no enough pump, then the tree will die. Not like human. Human got the pump. Where's the pump? Our heart is the pump. Tuk, 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 tuk. Pump the blood, the vessel to the body. But a plant don't have pump. But the plant also no need the pump. Just need to sit at there and wait. Transpiration, then the water go in, go out. All the food also go in, go out. Free of charge. So that you got fruit, you can eat the apple. But you also need to plant the fruit. You need to do some work. If not, other people will eat. Transpiration helps the plant to what? To cold and humid. To cold. To regulate their body temperature, to regulate their temperature. To regulate temperature. Match each of the diagram below with the correct temperature of the surrounding. So let's see for this one. Open means what? Open means the water want to come out because you open the guard already opened the gate. This is guard cell, correct or not? So the guard already opened the gate. Open the gate means the water come out. But of course you cannot see the water lah. It's just a water vapor. So you cannot see. But the water come out means it is a what? It cannot be a hot day, right? Because hot day usually close ma. So the water cannot go in, go out. So I do this one first because I think it's easier. If close means the water is a hot day. Okay, so this one I draw up. And if open means it's very cold, it's a raining day, cold and a humid day. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so I teach this video, I teach until here, and I hope to see you next time. Hope you enjoy this video. Thank you and bye bye.